Hey everyone, welcome back to Origami Canada. Today I'll be teaching you how to make a puppy. This puppy is actually pretty difficult, and I imagine this video would be pretty long. So I hope you guys can take the time and learn this model, as I think it's pretty cute. Let's get started. So we're going to fold the sheet of paper diagonally, like this. And just a caution, there's a lot of pre-creasing involved in this model. We're going to make diagonals like this, and we're going to fold the edge towards the middle line like this. Make a pinch over here, and we're going to make a crease based on that pinch, a crease that's perpendicular to one of the edges. Just also another pinch, and we're going to follow this pinch and fold it towards that corner. Make another pinch, and the whole purpose of this series of dot creasing is this crease. And we're going to draw a line between this crease and one of the points, and we're going to unfortunately make another pinch. So as you can see, this line has to touch that crease perfectly, like this. And make sure the other side is pointy, and pinch the middle. After we have this point, the intersection with the diagonal, we're going to fold the top down towards that point. And this first series of pre-creasing is done, so let's start with the second series of pre-creasing. We're going to fold, after we fold this horizontal line, we're going to fold either edges towards the middle, but only pinching the top part towards that horizontal line we just made, like this. Kind of stopping at that horizontal line. Go to the back side, and we're going to note that point that just crossed this line with the horizontal line, and we're going to make a vertical crease. And the technique to do that is line up the diagonal with the diagonal, like this. And this line crosses these 2 points. Same thing over here. So the creasing over here is done, and we're going to fold this backwards, like this. Just note that this intersection point is needed again. We're going to, based on that, fold a crease this way, basically aligning this edge with that edge again, making a perpendicular angle with the edge again, like most of the creases involved in this model. They're all perpendicular. After this crease, we're going to do an inside reverse fold of this crease. Just open it up and put it back in like this. This is like a square inside, by the way, because everything is perpendicular. Make sure this part is accurate. So take your time on this step, because this kind of determines your accuracy of the steps later on, I feel like. So after you have that inside, we're gonna follow this vertical crease that we made earlier and flatten out the triangles on top. Same thing on the other side. Alright, so after you have completed the other side and make sure that the model is symmetrical, your model should look like this. And we're going to point it just this way. And what we're going to do is see this vertical angle, the white part over here. We're going to just bisect that angle and crease it like this. Now we're going to fold the flaps to the left again before we squash the triangle, so these two flaps. And what I'd like to do is see that there's a crease like this. There is an intersection to the right side, and we're going to make a crease based off of that point. Again, aligning this edge with that edge. Make a crease. And after this crease, we see that this crease made an intersection with this vertical one. So we're going to make another horizontal crease over here, aligning this edge with this edge, based on that point. So the structure is this and that. Let's fold the flaps to the right again. Now it's time to fold a crease between these two lines. So I'm just going to gently fold this backwards and fold it up towards that line. Also make sure your paper is flat because there might be a difference on both sides if you don't make it flat. Okay, so this step is done. And now we're going to do a creative step. Line up this edge with this middle vertical line, like this way. So we're going to try to line it up. The model is not going to lie flat in the process. So I'm just going to show you up close. Just line this little ridge with the middle line like that. The side should go vertically, or just, you know, aligning this white bit like that. I'll show you how it became to that. Again, something like this. Same thing on this side. Again, we're going to align the base to that middle part. Just make sure it's kind of accurate. See how this is exactly on the middle line? Yeah, and just bring the flap inside and line it up with the vertical part. Model looks like this when you're done. And what we're going to do now is see how there is a diagonal that we made earlier. We're going to just pinch it backwards and shift this bit to make this part vertical. Like that. And we're going to just open it back. That's just a crease we need for later. Same thing on the back. Pinch this part and make sure this part is vertical. You know, lining up with that crease we made. So open it back up. We get this shape again. Kind of like a woodpecker. And now we're going to transform the model again. So we're going to go to this side of the model. And here I'd like to highlight this crease. This zigzaggy shape on top. And I'm going to follow that. Do valley folds. Basically, it's like multiple reverse folds at the same time, and you'll see when I finish this step. Just do valley folds and recreate these three lines. You know, tracing the lightning or zigzaggy kind of crease on top. It's the top one, not the bottom one. Now recreate these creases and you're done. So I'll show you the inside. It looks like this. You know, I folded along the lightning crease. The model looks like this right now. We're gonna look at the top and just note that there is a crease going this way at the back. We're going to trace that as mountain folds. Like this. And point this part inside. Tuck it in. The model looks like this now. So it's a series of folds based on the creases we have created. And the next one is much similar. We're gonna pull this diamond thing that we just made out. Fold, make a mountain fold on this all the way to this end point. And before it was like this, and we want to just lift that and shift these two flaps, and we just want to fold them down like that, based on that crease we made earlier. So everything is based off of the creases we made earlier, and both sides should look the same like this. Next step, we're going to fold a vertical line like that. Crease it sharp. Then make a triangle crease from the base of the neck area. Kind of like this. And then we're gonna open this and trace along that tip. I'm gonna fold this bit backwards like that. And fold the tip down. Just a series of creases that we're doing. This. I'm just making it more pronounced so it's easier for the steps later on, and you should do the same thing. So now we should turn it back, and we're going to open this flap upwards again. This is like the most challenging step of the model, but it's not too hard with pre-made creases. So we see this flap over here with this edge and this edge. So we just want to make sure that this crease is a valley fold, a strong valley fold. I'm just going to line it up like this. Okay, we have that crease, and we need these two creases that we already made. Next step is to open up this bit. This bit. And the point of this step is to bring this side in while ridging these two creases. So I'll show you what is done in this step. Process kind of looks like this. As you can see, like this. Inner structure looks like this. And we're just gonna close it. You know, this is what it's gonna look like. So the puppy has a white belly. Same thing on the back. You know, take your time on this step. So open it again, make that crease over here. You know, flatten out this bit, ridge these two folds, and try to just fold everything. Make sure the belly is like flat. As you can see here. Like so. Okay. Now it's time for the tail or the back. And we can see a little semi-square kind of shape here, right? We're going to go to the back end of the dog. And these two creases, we're going to do mountain folds just around the back. Make sure you pinch them. And then use your other fingers. Flatten out that square crease that we made like this. And then sort of fold this square crease in half like this. And close it. Wow, as you can see, we got the tail from that. This is some intricate crease design. And for the tail, I'm just gonna fold it in half. I'm gonna open it and then fold based on the crease we made, like that. Just like that. Or if you don't think that's good enough, you can do a closed sink, which will get pretty messy if you're new to it. You're just basically pushing that layer exactly the way it was inside. And it's what I did here on this model. As you can see, the tail is, this part is just pushed in. So this bit is just brutally pushed in like that, but I don't think that's too necessary on the tail, so I'm just gonna fold it like that. If you want, you can copy what I did here, the closed sink. So now the tail and the legs are pretty much done. Oh, one more thing for the legs. Let's make the cute little palms, or the claws, I guess. So we're going to fold the triangles up like this, around this big is good. Same thing on the back. A tiny little triangles. And we're just going to open up the legs and fold them from the inside so the white part shows. Like that. Same thing. This one, just fold it back. And boom, the hind legs are done. So the back of the doggy is done. And for this part, we're going to fold a little left side crease towards the base of the belly, kind of. Same thing on the back. And then we're going to open up this pocket. You know, same thing over here. It gets challenging sometimes. You can use like a toothpick or something. After this pocket, we're going to just fold. The whole point is to show the white part of the color, like the other color of the paper. Just fold it down, fold the flap down pretty much, and then the top one you want to just hide it backwards like that. So you get a symmetrical looking leg as the hind legs, and it looks kind of cartoony and cute. Yeah, so the legs should look like that, and the legs are done. So after the body is complete, obviously we need to start working on the head. First off, we want to make a crease from here to here, but you want to make it perpendicular to the top edge. So just fold it like that. You know, aligning these edges and making this edge touch this point. So that's the crease you want to make. And then what we're going to do is make another crease that aligns the top edge to this crease that we just generated. Like this. Then open it, we're going to make another crease, pointing this to the vertex of the two creases we just folded. Then we're going to fold the head like this, wrapping it outside and following the first crease we made. And then we're gonna wrap it downwards, following the second crease we made. So as you can see, a lot of pre-creasing again, as I said in the beginning of the video. And then we're going to extend these flaps to the outside. So go to the inside and then reach out with your fingers. So, you know, on one side it looks like this, the other side is that. So obviously you need to just pull it out like that, and then regenerate that crease. So as you can see, it kind of shows the doggy kind of look. Then we're going to fold the nose part up, following these two creases. So line the left one with this crease and the right one with that crease, and just reform it. And we're going to fold the tip downwards like this. And then go to the front again, fold that triangle down, much like how we did the legs. And as you can see, the nose is shown here. The jaw is a bit sharp. Let's just do an inside reverse fold like that. You know, make it a little flatter. The ears, I'm going to pull this layer downwards a little, and then flatten this part. And then squish it, and then just refold it up. Same thing on this side. Pull it down, flatten, refold up. Okay, so at this point, the model is pretty much complete. All we need to do is finish off this part, which looks a little awkward. We're just gonna start by folding this along the back of the ear. So these two flaps, we need to kind of hide them, right? They look kind of awkward. So just hide them like this. But now the back looks weird, so we're gonna do another crease from this point to this point. It doesn't have to be that exact, but you just want to make sure that this part is like slimmer than what it is right now. Same thing here. this crease to that pointy end and reform it. And last step, this little triangle thing over here. What I do is I just open it up from the back, squish it in like this. Try your best to make sure it hides everything. If not, just fold edges in accordingly and then close everything. There we go, a cute little puppy. Thank you guys so much for watching.